We're going to start with the LAFC press conference. Go ahead with the first question, please.
Sehr gut, danke.
Unlucky, I guess, for Kevin to get the handball called late in the game, but then very lucky to get the tying goal. How important was that for you heading into the home match now?
Look, the way the competition is structured, and away goals are massive help. So, and I think in the fashion it happened too. Could put a little wind in our sails that we certainly didn't have tonight. It wasn't our best performance, and I think Philly did a great job of putting the game on their terms and obviously being very direct, but it's also allowed in this game. And they had the better of the chances. So we're ecstatic with the result. Obviously not the performance, but one thing about this team, they find ways and they never give up, and they have the quality to put these goals in these very small chances. So I'm happy with the result again, but not with the performance.
Coach, I know you say this team finds ways, but you guys haven't really suffered that much this season anyway. How meaningful is it to sort of have that experience and come through it with the result that you can live with and will feel happy about?
I'm not concerned with how as much as the results. We've all been in this seen it in this game. Many things: you play really well, you lose; you play poorly, you win. So I'm not too concerned with the how anymore. I've been on both ends to understand that this game works in funny ways. So it's 1-1. And we're going back to LA, and we have an away goal. It's a game we want to win, and if we win, we're through to the finals. That's all that concerns me right now.
Steve, two parts. One, could you talk a little bit more about what they were doing that was giving you guys trouble? It's forcing you to defend for those long periods, because I'm sure you expected what you got from them.
Sure, it was much what we saw in the second half of the MLS Cup final. It's just quite direct from center back to the forwards, and often to the right winger, to Bedoya. And that's what we expected, and that's what we got. Non-ideal conditions with the field, and that's exactly how you should play this game against. Anytime any team does that, it's going to be very difficult. What we didn't do in the first half is get enough pressure on their center backs and on some of the midfielders. They had too much time on the ball, and the ball was uncovered, and it's always difficult for our back four to deal with those situations. They're two forwards, obviously, and the 10, and Gazdat and Ura and Carranza and Bedoya are a handful. So it's but again, our back four dealt with those moments fantastically tonight.
Vela, his substitution, or was
Nope.
that just your decision?
Coach, Carlos, what is your thoughts? Last time you beat in LA, it was a tie game. How do you think you're going to do it this time?
I think we need to play much better with the ball. I think our passing and our possession was not our best tonight. For some reason, we lacked a little composure on the ball. And I think if we can add that element to our game, bring the same fight, bring the same intensity, then I can think we can come out on top, and we'll create more chances to score.
Jonathan Tattle, Philly Empire. You talk about how happy you are. How confident do you let your players be going home with the away goal? Never lost to the Union. John McCarthy seems to be in their heads, but a 3-3 tie like it's been in the past doesn't necessarily help you. So how confident do you let them be versus saying it's not over yet?
Honestly, I don't really need to say anything to these players. They understand the magnitude of the moment, and they're the ones on the field playing a very strong Philadelphia side. So there doesn't really need to be a warning from me or from the rest of the staff. Players know what's coming their way, and they know how to deal with it, and they will give an answer on Tuesday.
One more question. One question from.
Go ahead, Jonathan Seagull.
Hi there, I had to unmute myself real quick. Just what did you see from the depth of this squad? You guys bring in some big pieces, and it seemed like they helped kind of come up in big moments, perhaps.
Yeah, it's kind of a theme we've carried over from last season, trying to build a roster that is well-rounded, and giving us the ability also to change the momentum of games in the second half with our substitutions. And, I think the guys did a great job coming in tonight, and that's something that we try to achieve at LAFC and worked hard for, and scouted the right players for these roles. And yeah, I do think they really helped. And I thought, somewhere around the 50th minute, Philly looked a little tired, and we had a little more of the ball. We're creating a little more, and I think that was enabled us to find a way to get a goal tonight, and obviously using our subs as well.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
everybody.